Hi, and welcome to Legionero Designs, where I show my love of planning and my journey with learning how to use AI. So, I'm trying to get back into making my own stickers. I've been very lazy and I've just been using stickers that I bought from other companies, things like that. Mostly I've been using Wrong stickers. I love her stickers because they have everything you need in the sticker book. But I do need to start making my own stickers again. Um, and I wanted to make some theme stickers. I think I told you all a while ago that I follow someone called Scrap Craftastic. If I remember, I'll link her YouTube channel. But her planner pages are amazing. And every year she does a weekly challenge and she gives you a list for each week for all 52 weeks of the year. And each week has a different theme. So I'm looking at the sheet now. I'm not in the same week that we're in now. I'm just looking over the challenge sheet and I'm just choosing something. So I chose film and photo. So I want to make some stickers related to film and photo. And I've actually gave you all this base prompt before in another video. I can't remember which video it is, but I'll make sure I put this prompt in the description box below. So it is, I want to create a bundle of clip art and a cartoon glossy digital illustration of film and photo ladies. You all can screenshot this as well, but I'll make sure I put it in the description box. The overall theme is film and photo. I'm going to take out for the clothing. I'm going to put for the ladies. Each woman should be wearing a different outfit, and then I put some examples. And each woman should have a different hairstyle. And then I put different poses and also separate film and photo related elements. So like strips of film, different things like that. And if you want to put those examples in, you can. I'm just going to kind of see what ChatGPT does. But if you want to put in like related individual items, a camcorder, a camera, different things like that. But I'm just going to let ChatGPT surprise me. So, and then the last thing, the bundle should contain 10 African American women. You can change that to whatever you want to change it to. All should be centered, full body view on a clean white background. Please generate my 10 prompts. So first thing, I want ChatGPT to give me the prompts first, right? So telling me absolutely is giving me my 10 prompts. I always copy and paste everything that I put in here. I copy and paste over into a Word document and save it on my external hard drive so I won't ever lose it. So I'm just going to copy, right? And always at the end, because ChatGPT knows you, it may put some extra instructions down here. It may ask you what you want to do next, right? It didn't really do that this time, but it usually does. So I'm just copying and pasting my prompts over here. I'm gonna go up here and pick the first one just to see what we get. So I'm gonna go new chat, and I'm going to do create an image and paste the prompt in here. Right here where it says auto, you can change this. I'm going to change it to portrait 3x4. I like portrait for some reason, right? Right. and we'll let ChatGPT do its thing and see what it comes up with. All right, this is super cute. This is what ChatGPT gave me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna download this, and you can make an entire sticker sheet just out of this. So I'm going to go over to Canva, and I'm going to do custom size, and just gonna do 2000 by 2000. I'm gonna upscale this in Artistly. I know Canva has an upscaler. I haven't used it yet though. Right. So now I'm going to upload the image. And I'm gonna click on this and I'm gonna change the color. Right, I got my image here. Just gonna stretch it out a little bit. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove my background, and that is a Canva Pro feature. And a lot of these things on here, like if these pictures weren't here, I could go to edit and then do shadows, see all, and then do outline. And it will put an outline around these images. I can change the color of them to white. But I don't want to do that because you see how close this is. That image, and also how close this, oh God, the name of that is escaping me, but you know what it is. The rest of the elements are great though. So I am going to do none here, take that off. And there's a couple of ways you can separate these images. The first way, I'm going to go ahead and add a page. Let me click away from that all right, so I'm going to add a page, and I'm going to go back up here, click the image. I'm going to go edit, under tools, do see all. You can do magic grab, and again, this is a pro feature. So I'm going to click on her. I'm also going to click on her camera, and I'm going to hit grab. That's one way that you can separate the images. I didn't tell you what I was doing. I'm trying to separate the images. Let me click on this again and hit remove background again. I don't know why that background is still there, but so if this happens, let me see if I can bring this down a little bit. If this happens, we'll go to eraser, magic eraser, and we can kind of erase the things around her. This won't affect the original image at all, and I'll show you that in a minute. I'm going to get as close to her jacket as I can without erasing anything on her jacket. That's the only thing I don't like about this image. All right, and I'm going to hit erase. Also, while I'm doing that, let me run another prompt in ChatGPT. And it may be because I changed it to the 3x4 that they're so close together. But anyway, I'm going to run another prompt while I'm doing this. Right. Erase. I'm going to erase this too, just in case. I'll just erase it all. Right. And like I said, if you want to, you can clean that up. I'm just going to leave it because these are for me. And then you just come back and inspect your image. I see there's some type of wipe here. And the reason why I want to make sure everything is erased, because if I put a shadow around it, it's going to put a shadow around that too. And the Cricut will try to cut that little white space right there. So let me go back to eraser, magic erase, and just erase whatever that is. I did find out the other day while I was in here that you have a limit on the edits that you can do. I think I did up to like 18 edits on a photo, and I got a message from Canva saying, I had reached my limit for edits. All right, so another way you can do this, let me add another page, and let me move it up. And all right, so another way you can do this, I'm gonna duplicate this image, right? Another way you can do this, you can make sure the background is removed. And then you could just take the little handles and just take out the things there like that. I'm separating the images because like I said, they were too close together in the original image, so I wanted to separate them. Let's see. Duplicate. Right, and you can grab as many of these images as you want. I want to get this tripod here. Right, so I'm going to just continue to separate these images and then I'll be back. Another way you can separate images, I know I said I'll be back, but let me just show you. I did duplicate that page again. You can go back to eraser and magic erase, and you can erase the things around the element that you want to keep. So 3 different ways that you can separate images. You can do the magic grab. You can use your sizing handles and just size everything out of the image, or you can do magic erase and erase the things you don't want out of the image. It says something went wrong. Please try again. So we'll see if it does it. It did it. Okay. All right. And then I just like to bring this down like that. All right. Now I am going to separate the images. I'll be right back. All right. So now that I have all these images separated, since these are for me, I can go ahead and put them back on one if I wanted to. And then I could do what I wanted to do initially. I'm going to see if I can do all of these together instead of doing them individually. And I cannot. So, because my edit button is missing. So, I'm going to do edit. Go down to shadows, hit see all, put an outline. Change my outline to white. So I'm just putting the outline around everything, changing the color to white. All right, so I got my outline around everything. Now, if I wanted to, since this is just for me, I could go ahead and download this as a PNG with a transparent background and upload it into Cricut Design Space and cut out my stickers, right? I would just go share, download, PNG, transparent background. And transparent background is a pro feature, but you can still download this just as a PNG if you have the free account, and then you can take the background off in Cricut Design Space. But let's say I wanted to do a sticker sheet that I wanted to sell, that I want to put on my shop and sell. So before I do that, let me show you the images from ChatGPT. So I went on ahead and ran all 10 of the prompts. This is the first one. You've seen this one. This is the next one, next one, next one, next one. Right. Now some of these that have similar colors, like this one and this one, I could probably combine these two, and like make a sticker sheet out of these two, because they have similar colors in it. You know, I would grab some of these elements. I wouldn't use every single one of these elements, but I would grab enough that I could put into a sticker sheet since they have similar colors in them. Anyway, you do what you want, right? So I'm going to hop back over here to Canva. See, I'm going to close this. All right, so go back to Canva, custom size. Somebody drop in the comments what the new measurements are for Cricut, because I know you can do bigger than 6.75 by 9.25. I just haven't looked up the measurements yet. So I'm still doing the old measurements. But anyway, custom size 6.75 by 9.25 inches. If you know the new sizes, then I would definitely use those. So I would come here, click this, change the color. I like to change the color just to make sure the background removed on my images, because with a white background, you can't tell. So now I'm going to go to uploads, and I'm not going to take you through the process of separating images because I've already done that. But that's what my next step would be. I would grab, let me add a page too, just in case. Trying to grab one that had a few more elements on it. Maybe this one. And then separate these elements. Now, I would be careful with these. Let me see. Images like this that have brand names on them. If you're selling something, be careful with that. You don't want to sell anything that has any brand names or anything like that on it. But I'm going to separate these images. I'm going to click on it, remove the background first, and then I'm going to separate these images, and then I'll come back from that point since you've already seen me do that. I wanted to show you something real quick. I'm having a hard time grabbing this. I'm doing magic grab, which again, I could just do this. But if you're having a hard time grabbing something, let me show you real quick. Edit. I really wish they would move magic grab up. So it'll let me highlight the carpet, and then I have to highlight all of these things individually. And as I'm doing that, sometimes it'll highlight the entire background, and that's not what I want. Of course, it's not doing it now because I'm trying to show you. It's doing what it's supposed to do now. Um, ain't that something? But what I said, but what I was going to show you was you can take it off click and put it on brush, and you could just brush around the image that you want. But it seems to be working now, the click. Oh my goodness. All right. I will be back once I have all of this done. All right. So because I pride myself on always being transparent on my channels, I need to show you the issues that I'm running into. I did do magic grab for these, and as I'm adding the outline around them, I'm finding issues. So if you run into these issues, and I think I showed you this earlier when I was doing the other one. I should have just did the other one. But I was trying to do more elements. But you know what? I like when things like this happen because I can show you how to figure them out. So you see how the top of this is cut off? I'm going to grab this little handle and bring it up. But when I do that, you see another element is in here. I'm going to do this side as well. All right. Just so I can see everything. All right. So I'm going to go to eraser, magic eraser. And at the top of this right here is this film festival. I'm just going to erase that. And hopefully that will take care of the problem. But I think I showed you that earlier. And it did not. So maybe it was the wrong. Oh, I erased the wrong thing. Okay. Eraser, magic eraser. My goodness. This was going so well. All right. Erase. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now it's gone. Does seem like there is something in the corner. Okay, I got it. And it's like this for all of them. When I stretch them out, just to make sure I got everything, everything is still there, right? But for the sake of this video, actually, I can't even do that. I was gonna say, let me do the other page, but I can't even do that. All right, so let me do this. I'll be right back. All right, I got everything separated, got the outline around everything. I'm gonna see if I can remove these little pieces here, or cover these little pieces, because Cricut will try to cut those little spaces, and I don't want my customer to have to do that. So I'm going to go edit, back down to shadows, see all, and I'm just going to increase the size of the background, so that those little spaces are covered. So next I would just look at the size of all of the elements, make sure they're the right size. For example, if I grab this handle here, she's pretty tall. She's 6.5 inches tall. I can take her down, as far as I want to take her down. If you want to make something bigger, you can make it bigger, right? Whatever you want to do. If you want to add something, if you feel like something's missing, like with me, I always love washi and I love quotes. So I would add, a quote or something. This thing here, right, could actually act as washi, but story for another day. And then you would just kind of space out your elements, however you want, nice and neat on your page. You want to always add my branding in here, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not great at branding. I haven't gotten that down yet, but this is what I do for my sticker sheets. I go to elements, We can do shapes. Let me just do shapes. Right, so it'll pull up the different shapes for you. And I'm gonna grab to see all. There's something that I always grab. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's something that has a curve. But like I'm saying, I always go ahead and grab my, do my branding here. I found it. It's this element here, right? And I stretch it out. And I try to make it a color that's in the sticker sheet. So what I do is I stretch it out and I just kind of bring it up a little bit. I have a template in Canva. I don't do this every time. I just use my template. But I just wanted to show you real quick. So I just bring this up as, and this is where I put my name and then put the name of the sticker kit here. So I'll click in the element, go to text. I have some brand kit fonts. So I'll do Legionero Designs. And I'll size this down so it'll fit here. Drag it up. Anytime you're having trouble getting something where you want it in Canva, just increase the size of the screen and it'll do it for you. Right? And then I'll do film and photo. Whatever you name your sticker sheets. If you have a logo, something like that, you can add that. Whatever your branding looks like. This is just typically what I would do for mine. Because like I said, I haven't figured out my branding yet. Keep me in your thoughts. All right. So let's say this is it. This is my sticker sheet right here. Then I would go to share and download. It's going to be a PNG with a transparent background. You make sure I select page 2 because I have both pages selected in here. I don't change the size or anything in here. I haven't tried Canva's elements, Canva's things to do that yet. I have Artistly, and the reason I like using Artistly is I can upscale and do 300 DPI. Now that I'm downloading this, I noticed that she was off the page, but it's fine. It's for demo purposes only. So I will come over here to Artistly. Now I have been seeing a lot of people say that you should upscale your images before you put them into Canva, but I haven't had very many issues doing it this way. So in Artistly, I do AI bulk actions, create a new action, browse. I find my image. Then I hit my plus sign. I'm upscaling it. Upscale on only upscale. My plus sign 300 DPI. Hit build action. Is going to ask you for a name. And then build. And then over here, once it's done processing, I always like to check. You hit your little eye here, and you see how it's still converting to 300 DPI. That means it's not finished. The upscale is checked off, but the convert to 300 DPI is not. Do not download your image until those both have check marks. Right? Right, so they're both done. I'm going to download my image. Right, so you see this is a sticker sheet. It has a transparent background, and the Cricut will cut around this. It's PNG, so the silhouette should too. I always like to double check to make sure it upscaled. All right, I got cut off, but I like to check just to make sure that the settings are what they are supposed to be. Let's see here. I don't think this is where I need to be. I promise you, I feel like everything is not in its place. All right, let me right click and do file info. Right, but you see right here, it did upscale the image and it is 300 dpi, right? So now that I have that done, I can now take this and sell this, right? I know it looks funny like this, but you do your mock-ups. I like to do a zip file, so everything that I do it in a zip file. So I do when I download and for my sticker sheet, my printable sticker sheets that I have, I do a PNG with a transparent background. I also do a PDF. Um, I have instructions on how to do it in Cricut Design Space. I don't know Silhouette, so I don't have instructions on Silhouette, but from my understanding, if you have a PNG with a transparent background, you should be able to upload it and then just size it to whatever size the file is and cut it with your Silhouette, from my understanding. But like I said, I'm not an expert in that. I use Cricut. So I add an instruction sheet on how to download this from the zip folder, how to upload it to Cricut Design Space. I have all of those instructions in it as well. I put all of those things in a zip file, and that's what I sell to my customer, right? You make your mock-ups. For your customers so they can see what it looks like. Another thing that I do as well is I add a set of boxes to my sticker sheets as well. So you actually get two sticker sheets. You get this, and then you get a set of matching boxes that match the sticker sheet. Let me see. Right, and I do believe I did a video on how I do this, but here's my website. What am I looking for? Printable planner stickers. Like, what am I looking for? Right, so this is how you would see them on the mock-up, and it shows you what you get in the sticker kits, right? So I have a lot of different ones on here. But for example, like this coffee lovers one, you would get this and then you get boxes to match. So that's what I do with mine. You always get a set of boxes to match or some boxes within the kits. And like I said, they're PNG, transparent background. So let me see if I can click on one. Let's see. Yep, you get one PDF file, you get a PNG with a transparent background, you get a PDF file, and then you get a PDF instruction file on how to size and cut in Cricut Design Space, right? So those are some things that you can add, if you wanted to sell printable sticker sheets. I think of what else I wanted to tell you in the video. So if you are not great at writing prompts, you can use this method of what I did just by asking ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT what you want, what you're looking for. Ask it to give you 5 prompts, 10 prompts, 15 prompts, how many ever prompts you want it to give you. and it will write out the prompts for you. Like I said, I will put this prompt in the description box below for you. I'm going to go through this challenge from Scrap Craftastic. I have to say it slow. But some of the other themes on here, flashback, and you could probably put what era you want to flashback to, whether it's maybe the 70s, maybe the 80s, maybe the 90s, who knows. Disco, Hocus Pocus, The Mummy, Buffalo Plaid, Pumpkin Spice. Like, those are some of the themes that she has on this list. And I'm not great at, trying to tell ChatGPT what elements I want. Of course, I know I want a doll, but I don't know about other elements that I might want on my sticker sheet. So I just let ChatGPT do it for me. I make sure I add it in what I'm asking for. So after I tell them, the doll should be, the ladies should be in different poses and also have separate, let's say I'm doing flashback and I say retro 70s elements, right? And it'll give you that just the same way it did with the images that it gave me. But yeah, just tell ChatGPT what you want. I don't use Claude or Gemini or Copilot, so I can't vouch for what they do. But if you do use those AI platforms, try it in those and see if it does the same thing. And then take those prompts over to ChatGPT and let it give you some images. And like I said, I would also be careful, like with this image right here, it has Canon, Nikon, Sony. You can simply ask ChatGPT to remove the branding logos. You can also, let me go back here to where I asked for the prompts. And let me show you what it did for me. So it tells me right here, bundle style lock to add to every prompt. You can paste this at the end of the prompts for consistency. And what this is, at the end of this, it says no text, no logos, no watermarks, no cropped hair or shoes, right? Because sometimes the images might get cropped a little bit and you might not want that. You might want a full body image. But this part especially, no text, no logos, no watermarks, you can put that at the end of your prompts. And it won't give you those elements like a Nike symbol or something like that. But these other things are already in the prompt. The glossy cartoon digital illustration it's already in there. See, glossy cartoon illustration. But I would specifically want to add no text, no logos, no watermarks to my prompts. But that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Got some beautiful images. I'm definitely going to take all of these to Canva and make me some little sticker sheets, right? I forgot, I lost my train of thought that quick. Oh yes, because that was the goal. That was the whole reason I'm doing this video. I'm going to start making my own stickers again, my own unique stickers. And I think this is a very good start, right? So let me know what you think in the comments. I've done several videos where I've uploaded to Cricut Design Space and showed you that whole process. I don't mind doing it again. If you want me to. It's 12:52 a.m. so I'm kind of sleepy and that's why I'm losing my train of thought and I'm dragging. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you want me to do the Cricut Design Space part of it, I will do another video doing that part of it. Also, if you want me to show you how I set up my on PayHip, how I do like this stuff. I actually do this in Canva. I do my mock-ups and everything in Canva. If you want me to show you how I do that, I'll do that. Just let me know in the comments. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post a new video. And I will see you in the next one.